Hello, everybody. I'm just going to talk to you about GCSE Geography starting in September 2021. This is a very quick overview. If you've got any other questions, obviously ask Mr. Owen or myself, Mr. Brown, and we're more than happy to take you through anything you need to know. So, things that you might want from your future career: successful career, potentially power and influence, some amazing experiences, and some other little bits and pieces there. And what I'm going to do is look at how geography might be able to fulfill those dreams or ambitions, or how we can help you with a very broad topic to get a really good GCSE. So, successful career. Geography enables you to embark on global careers in any field you choose, really. At GCSE, we're such a wide base that you can jump off to any career, any A levels or university courses or apprenticeships straight from geography. Now, you've got you can work in education, commerce and sales, industry, energy. I myself have worked across lots of different fields, from industry, commerce and sales, and now through to education. And I've been lucky enough to travel the world by studying and after studying geography. So it's all there for you. Power and influence. There's lots and lots of famous people that study geography at either A level, GCSE, or up to university level. And there's prime ministers, there's world leaders, there's sports people, and there's television personalities. And actually, David Attenborough there is the head of the Geographical Society and somebody that's really driving geography and the environment and the climate crisis response forward. Amazing experiences. Now, part of geography, and a significant part of geography at every single level, including GCSE, is field work. You'll never learn anything unless you're out in the field actually looking at it yourself. So we ensure that there's definitely 2 days field work out of school with the GCSE level. And we're also trying to do, after COVID, hopefully, an international field trip as well. So that's on the cards. We're just waiting to get there. So what do we cover? Unit 1, taught by Mr. Owen. He looks at rivers and coasts, tectonic hazards, and rural and urban links. So you're talking about the physical nature of the Earth. What happens how does a river affect people's lives? How does it erode? How does it turn a field into a flooded bogland? Or how can we control floods? How can we change things like that? Tectonic hazards. You're looking in detail at earthquakes, volcanoes, the structure of the Earth, and also how these things affect people. It's not like you've done further down the school. It's very much how these things affect people and how we can plan for them and change people's lives. Unit 2 is the environmental and development issues. This is taught by me, Mr. Brown. Here we look at everything basically above the surface of the Earth. So we look at weather and climate and ecosystems. We look at climate crisis. How is that affecting us? How are the floods this year caused by the changing climate because of the pollution that we emit and the choices that we make when we buy things off Amazon or out of the shops? All these things link to this massive global network that affects not only the climate, but people's lives. And that links to development as well. So when we think about development, look at the industries around the world, look at the north-south divide, the flow of money, and why are people rich and some people poor? And we really delve into that. And looking not only at that, but how do our purchase choices, when we go to the shops, when we make our choices to buy different foods or anything, how does that link to the deforestation in South America? How does it link to sea level rise in the Fijian Islands? How does it link to the increased and the desertification out in the Sahel. All these things we look at from a local, national, and international viewpoint. The fieldwork. Fieldwork makes up 20% of the course. Now, the other two units make up 40% each, and they both are 1.5-hour exams done in year 11. The fieldwork we do at the very start of year 11. That takes 2 days to do. We go out into the field. We go to Chester and have a day there. We go into the river. We have a day there. Do lots of measurements, lots of different activities. It's a lot of good fun, and you do get quite a lot of time to yourself as well to enjoy yourself. And then we write all that information up over 9 hours, and then you take a non-exam assessment, and that non-exam assessment is worth 20% of your overall grade. You are able to take all your notes from your preparation and your fieldwork into that exam. So it's a very, very, very good grade booster. That's a huge grade booster if you're not so keen on one-hit exams. Is it relevant to your life? All you have to do is look at the news, and every single story in that news, from Donald Trump through to volcanoes, through to immigration, through to Europe, through to Scotland leaving the UK, every single part of the news, including the weather, is geography. So it's not only relevant to your life, it's everywhere. And you really can see. You start studying it and you start seeing everything around you. If you're thinking about taking it further to A-level and beyond, then the Russell Group of Universities actually consider geography a facilitating subject, which means if it's versus somebody that doesn't have studied geography, then you get priority into those universities. So it's a really, really useful subject for that if you wish to take it further. And lastly, dare to dream. Choose GCSE Geography. It could take you anywhere.